Hello race fans, welcome back to the NNSCRA CRUNCH Pro Series as we are here live at Richmond International Raceway for the running of the Crown Royal presents the Crunch 400. Last week at Talladega we had a pretty unpredictable finish, and this week we're gonna have 40 laps and 42 drivers duke it out at this short track. As we see Callum Wells, he's on the pole for this event. And right beside him is Lewis Gordon. As the clock continues to count down, we're about to get ready for those famous words of motorsports. Excuse me.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Get our rhythm. Get ready to rock and roll today. It's a long race. There will be a lot of pit stops. So just go out there, do what you gotta do. No mistakes. That's the big thing today. Just no mistakes.
As the cars roll off pit road, we had a lot of cars go to the rear of the field, do the wrecking. But here is your starting lineup for the Crown Royal presents the Crunch 400. And if you saw that starting lineup, Callum Wells, he's on the pole, and right beside him is Lewis Gordon, as the pace car already makes that hard left into pit road, and the green flag is out at Richmond. And oh man, look at Danny Wells, he got a rocket start off the line. And Martin Short, he sliced and diced. He's trying to make his way into third now. But Callum Wells, he's trying to pull away from the pack. Danny Wells, he's trying to go for second place, as Callum Wells will lead the first lap. Shockingly clean racing so far by the 71 car, as Danny Wells, he's trying to climb up to second. He's trying to get that Andrew Sidney kind of look, as we're trying to have a smile battle back here. There's Jessica Lawrence in the 42, and I think we had a spin. Oh man, but there's no caution. I'm trying to see who's in the back here. I'm trying to see. Oh, I don't really know. We're gonna have to take a look at it later, cause there's no caution. As Danny Wells is in second, and here comes Martin Short in the 44 car. And oh man, he drove it in there hard. As we now take a look at the 82 car of Sam Young, he's working on the inside of Lewis Gordon, and coming up behind him is Aaron Williams in the 99. Let's ride on board with the 99 as Joe Gibbs' cars, they're starting to drop back a little bit. Aaron Williams, his luck at short tracks is not good. Remember what happened at Martinsville? He dominated, but he ran out of gas with 2 to go. He's trying to make his way into the top 5, but he has to pass Sam Young for it first, and he just forced him on the high side. As we head further back, there's Sam Young's teammate Steven Gonzalez in the 83. He's trying to get up in the top 5 too. And oh man, here comes Ryan Acosta in the 23 car. Well, Ryan Acosta, he's trying to move up. And I don't know what's wrong with the Joe Gibbs cars. Ever since a few laps ago, they just started dropping back. And here comes Charles Jackson in the 14 car. He's trying to move up. As we now take a look at Lewis Gordon in the 11 car, he cannot get from that high side. Last time by he was 9th, and now I don't know. I think he's about to lose 3 more spots. Let's see where he is at the line now. The ticker says he is now in 10th, but he's about to be passed by Pete Trulunda in the 31 car. Let's head further back. And oh man, Matthew Rodriguez, he's starting to drop back too. Let's head back to the front. And oh man, we had a lead change. Danny Wells, he's taking the lead. Here comes Martin Short right behind him. And oh man, he drove it in there hard. Callum Wells, he dropped back to 3rd. These guys are going to have to take pit stops soon. But when, I don't know. Let's go to the rear camera of Danny Wells since he's the race leader. And oh man, Danny Wells, he's got a bumper full of that number 44 Dodge Charger. Martin Short, he has been gunning for that first win, but Danny Wells, he has too. As we now take a look at Jessica Lawrence, and we're gonna have to take a quick break real fast. And we are back to live action as Danny Wells, he's still the race leader. Sorry about that brief pause there. Something important came up. And Danny Wells, he still continues to dominate tonight at Richmond. Still shockingly clean racing so far. They're not wrecking like they did in final practice. And oh man, and look at Red Bull Racing. They're running 5th and 6th right now. Steven Gonzalez, he's trying to get up there towards lead, but he has to work on getting around Jessica Lawrence. Aaron Williams is in 7th, Charles Jackson 8th, 9th is Julian Ortiz, and rounding out the top 10 is Matthew Rodriguez. But here comes Ryan Acosta in the 23 car. Now Ryan Acosta, his brother John Acosta, he just won Gatorade Duel number 2 in the Sega Cup. And he's gonna start hot in the Daytona 500. We're gonna have to wait for that as we head further back. Let's find our points leader. And oh man, but wait a minute, before we do, let's take a look at the 24, Joseph Lombard. He's gotten up to 19th as he started deep in the field. He's about to pass Dan Kaplan. Let's find our points leader, Barney Ward. Where is he? Okay, he's working on passing Carter Magruder. The ticker says he's shown in 23rd. And oh man, here comes Alexander Jones. She started dead last, and she's up here trying to get into the top 20. That's good driving by the 26 car. As we head further back, there's Jack Richards in the 5. He's right behind Trent Dunham, and then there's Then there's Sean Henley. He just got forced on the high side by Cole Daly in the 7. Matt Wells is back here. Phil Jones, Dylan Young, Matthew McMurray, Zachary Lombard, Ralph Mason. As we head back to the front, it's still all about Danny Wells. As we're about to approach the halfway mark now. Ever since Danny Wells took the lead, he has not looked back. Now, he led a little bit at Atlanta, but he failed to get the win, but he's not looking back right now. As everybody is pretty much single file. And oh man, we just had a position from 10. That's Richie Pearson, the former points leader. And Richie Pearson, he won at Las Vegas earlier this season. Let's ride on board with Richie Pearson. And oh wait a minute. We had a wreck. It's caution out. Yes, it is. Caution is out. And oh man, Ralph Mason's got some damage. And oh man, Martin Short took the lead. And oh man, Trent Dunham, he's got damage. Who else? Oh, Luke Walker. And oh man, we have our first caution. And Martin Short is the race leader. Are these guys coming down for pit stops? Let's see. No, they're not. Any takers though? Oh yes, Callum Wells. He was running in third, but he's the only one coming down. This may be pit strategy on the 71's part. Is anyone else coming down? And I think we have another taker. Oh, Jason Posadas, he's got damage. Carter Magruder. And oh man, the points leader Barney Ward, he's got some damage too. Well, yeah, we gotta take a look to see what happened here. As our leader right now is Martin Short. And here we are with what brought out our first caution. And a lot of people are not going to be happy with that 96 car. But at the exit of turn 2, Jared Wakefield, he blew up. Jared Wakefield blew up. And let me tell you, a lot of drivers are not going to be happy. Lewis Gordon, Matthew Daly, Joseph Lombard, Dan Kaplan. Look at that. The 96 will not get out of the way. And he's holding up literally half the field right now. Let's go to aerial coverage. He is holding up Lewis Gordon, Barney Ward, Carter Magruder. Let's see. Ralph Green, Trent Dunham. And the 96. Oh, man. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. As cars are just trying to scramble to get out of the way, a lot of cars bunched up. And something happened up here. Some cars were actually about to come down for green flag pit stops, and Trent Dunham was one of them. I'm trying to see what happened here. Ralph Green, he tried to get down there. I'm trying to see what really happened here. Or I guess Trent Dunham changed his mind. Oh, Ben Ward, he got into the back of Trent Dunham. Then Trent Dunham, he gets into the 70 car of Jesse Kaplan, then Ralph Mason, and oh man, Luke Walker. Oh, okay, so that's what happened to these guys. Then Ben Ward, he's driving through the grass. So that's what happened to these guys. But man, then something else happened in the backstretch. I saw that Jason Posadas got a lot of damage. Let's see what happened to the 2 car. Oh crap. They bunched up. Right about there. Yes, trying to figure out where they are. And Jason Posadas, he ran into the back of, let's see. He ran into the back of Zohar, I bet. Oh no, he ran into the back of Alexandra Jones. Oh man. And that just caused a chain reaction. Sean Henley got turned, his teammate Jack Richards got turned, then Dylan Pulte, Cole Daly, Lewis Gordon, Carter Magruder, and Barney Ward. That's how they got all their damage from. And here's a quick replay of them racing back to the line. I don't know what Danny Wells was doing. He had a big lead, but I guess he got loose and just look what happened. He keeps his car from spinning out, but in turn that makes him go under the apron and lose speed. Look at Danny Wells. Oh, that's why. To avoid Jesse Kaplan, because he stopped on the track, and leading him to the line was Martin Short, barely. That's how Martin Short got the lead, so that wasn't really Danny Wells' fault. Because of that, he dropped back to second. Let's head back to live action. And here we are back at Richmond getting ready for the restart. Cars out of the race from that are Jared Wakefield, Alexander Jones, and Luke Walker. And oh man, Alexander Jones, you really got a feel for her. She was climbing her way back up, but then she gets taken out. So that's a tough break for the 26. So it's time for a top 10 rundown now. Martin Short, Danny Wells, Jessica Lawrence, Sam Young, Steven Gonzalez, Charles Jackson, Julian Ortiz, Richie Pearson, Ryan Acosta, and Aaron Williams. That's your top 10. As the pace car is back on pit road, we are having the restart, and it looks like Jesse Kaplan's car is up to speed. He's trying to get his lap back, but that's going to open the door for Jessica Lawrence. Oh man, look at that 42 car. That 42 car is trying to get the lead from Martin Short. And Danny Wells, he cannot get back on the bottom. He's trying to, though. He's got the room. He needs to do it now. And leading that lap was, wow, barely Jessica Lawrence. And caution's back out. Caution. Is caution back out? Oh, no, it's not. We had a car slide into the wall as Jason Posadas, he's still on pit road. And Jesse Kaplan, he's back on the lead lap for now. I'm trying to see which car was that slid into the wall. I'm trying to see. I don't really know. It might have been Connor Breeden. I don't know. As we head back to the front, it's still all about Jessica Lawrence. She's trying to represent. But oh man, here comes Danny Wells. He wants his lead back. He's been gunning to try to have his first win of the season. Next time Bob, we're gonna have 11 laps to go. Jesse Kaplan, I don't think he'll be a factor, but he's at the tail end of the lead lap, and he wants a caution to come out. But remember, these guys gotta take pit stops if they have to. Most of these guys didn't even come down. As Martin Short, he's trying to work on taking away second again from Jessica Lawrence, and oh man, he drove it in there hard. And oh man, look who's in the top 5 now. Julian Ortiz in the 98. Let's ride on board with him. As Julian Ortiz, he is pushing that 44 car, and the 44 car is trying to pull away and catch back up to Danny Wells in that 17 car. When will these guys have to pit? I don't know, as we're still green. And Jason Posadas, he's just going in and out of pit road. He just needs to drop out. Cause that's like his 4th or 5th time going down pit road. As we're cycling through the field, there's Red Bell in the 43. She really needs to get up there. She's trying to get into the top 10 to take it away from Dan Kaplan. And there's Steven Gonzalez. He's dropped back a little bit. And there's Peter London in the 31. And Cody Lamas, he's got into the top 10 after being in one of those cars that had to start at the rear of the field. As the laps are winding down, when will these guys have to pit? And I think caution's out. Yes, it is. Caution is back out. Caution is back out. Oh man, Ben Ward. I think Ben Ward just got taken out by his own brother Barney, and that's gonna put Jesse Kaplan back on the lead lap. And are these guys coming down pit road now? No, they're not. Maybe they can make it on fuel. Are there any takers? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Nope, no one's coming down pit road. But we're gonna have to take a look at what happened to bring out our second caution. Danny Wells is still the race leader. He was having to bring out our second caution, and this is definitely gonna be on the Sebring News. Just exiting at the turn 2, the points leader Barney Ward takes out last week's winner at Talladega, Connor Breeden. And oh man. And in turn, Barney Ward's brother Ben Ward, he got spun out down the apron. As Connor Breeden, he just barely taps the inside safer barrier, and Ben Ward, he just spins out. And oh man, Barney Ward, Matt Wells, and Trent Dunham. I think the 29 got loose after that. I think that was karma striking. Let's see. Oh man, after that contact with Connor Breeden, he just gets into Matt Wells, and that knocks both cars loose, and Trent Dunham, he was just an innocent victim in that. Oh man, Trent Dunham and Matt Wells, they're not going to be happy with the points leader after this. I don't know what Barney Ward was thinking. He causes 2 accidents. Okay, here we are riding aboard with the 29. We don't normally see this kind of driving from Barney Ward, so I don't know what the deal was with that. And there's a contact from Matt Wells. And here we are back at Richmond, and we are getting ready for a green-white checker. A green-white checker showdown for the finish. No cars dropped out after that incident. And there's not going to be any lap traffic to slow these guys down. Time for a top 10 rundown. Danny Wells, Martin Short, Julian Ortiz, Charles Jackson, Matthew Rodriguez, Sam Young, Richie Pearson, Jessica Lawrence, Aaron Williams, and Dan Kaplan. That is your top 10. Can Danny Wells hold off a charging Martin Short and capture his first win, or will he be denied yet again? I certainly hope not, as the pace car is back on pit road, and we're having our final restart. And oh man, Danny Wells, he got a good jump. And here comes Julian Ortiz and Charles Jackson. That is exactly what Danny Wells needs, for them to go side by side. But oh man. Now here comes Charles Jackson trying to take away third from Martin Short. And oh, you gotta be kidding me! Pit stops! Oh my gosh! You've gotta be kidding me! Danny Wells has to pit as Martin Short takes the white flag. Why didn't these guys pit under caution? Oh, pit stops are a factor yet again. Martin Short and Matthew Rodriguez, they are hanging on. And I don't think they have to come down. Oh yes, they do! Oh man, Martin Short had to come down. And taking the checker flag is going to be Matthew Rodriguez. And the caution is out. What the fuck? Oh, I'm literally speechless right now. The leaders had to come in and pit, and Jessica Lawrence wrecked on the final lap. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what just happened, but our winner is Matthew Rodriguez in the 18 at Richmond. Doesn't that look familiar? Oh my god, and Matthew Rodriguez, he just ran out of gas. He is coasting under the apron, and Martin fail. And Matthew Rodriguez, he is just coasting under the apron, and he is out of fuel. Wow, as you take a look at the ticker, a lot of cars are out of fuel. Coming in second was Steven Gonzalez. Third place was Martin Short. Fourth was Callum Wales, the pole sitter. Fifth was Cole Daly. Sixth was the points leader Barney Ward. How about that? Seventh was Jessica Lawrence after wrecking. Eighth is Cody Lamas. Ninth was Joseph Lombard. Rounding out the top 10 is Dylan Young. And oh man, Matthew Rodriguez, he is just coasting, but he doesn't care. He's gonna get a win regardless. Well, we're going to have to take a look at some replays of what happened because the caution came out on the final lap. And here is a replay of the final lap. Coming to the white flag, Danny Wells could not make it on fuel, and neither could Julian Ortiz. And that will cause Martin Short to take the lead. Lots of cars came down pit road. Charles Jackson, Richie Pearson, Sam Young, Aaron Williams. The list goes on and on. But man, a couple cars stayed out. There's Cody Lamas in the 48. Cody Lamas stayed out. Joseph Lombard stayed out. Steven Gonzalez stayed out. As the white flag is waving, and something happened to bring out the caution. I'm trying to figure out what it was. I saw that Jessica Lawrence, something happened to her. Let's see. Oh, right there, Jessica Lawrence. Oh, man, she ran out of fuel. She ran out of fuel at the exit of turn 2, and then she gets hit by the 48. Okay, so that's what happened to Jessica Lawrence. That's what brought out our final caution. As Jessica Lawrence spins out, as you go to the spectator's camera, here's a better look at it. And oh, man, Carter Magruder. Yep. Whoa, Carter Magruder and Matthew McMurray got into the 42. Then Dylan Young, Cole Daly, Callum Wells, the points leader Barney Ward. They still ended up finishing though. And oh man, Carter Magruder, he flipped. Wow, a freaking bizarre end to this race. And there is Martin Short, a complete heartbreaker. The final lap and heading into the final turn. He cannot make it on fuel as he ran out of gas. And that is going to open the door for Matthew Rodriguez. Matthew Rodriguez did not lead a single lap tonight until this one. He leads the final lap and he will win his very first NNSCRA CRUNCH Pro Series race in only his second start. How about that, folks? The 18 wins at Richmond. Doesn't that look familiar? Well, it's time to show the finishing results. Wow, never in my commentating career have I seen a finish like this. Matthew Rodriguez, he stretched it out long enough to capture his first win and only his second start here at Richmond. Matthew Rodriguez wins the Crunch 400. And I've already announced the top 10. Carter Magruder, after flipping, finishes 11th. Matthew McMurray finishes 12th. And Danny Wells, a complete heartbreaker. He dominated this entire race. And he finishes 13th. Julian Ortiz, 14th, and rounding out the top 15 is Charles Jackson, then followed by Richie Pearson, Connor Breeden, Sam Young, Aaron Williams, and Dan Kaplan. Then there's Pichu London, Ryan Acosta, Red Bell, Zohar Manud, and Ryan Cooper. Matthew Daly, Jack Richards, Phil Jones, Lewis Gordon, and Trent Dunn round out the top 30. And then it's Dylan Poteet, Ralph Green, Sean Henley, Jesse Kaplan, Zachary Lombard, Ben Ward, Matt Wells, Ralph Mason, and Jason Posadas. That rounds out your field. And oh man, that is just insane. You really got to feel for Martin Short. He ran out of fuel on the final lap and he crosses the finish line in third while going to his pit stop. A real heartbreaker for both Martin Short and Danny Wells. But there is our winner in the race window, Matthew Rodriguez. Congratulations one last time to Matthew Rodriguez. And this is probably going to change up the points a bit. The points leader ended up finishing in the top 10. So we're going to have to wait and see. Goodbye, everybody.